Hey there everybody, it's Stacy and Greg with Kzoo Keto, and we are coming at you from weeks 57 and 58 of my keto journey, which is 412 days. And it's what, weeks? Math.
Yeah, math.
60 and 61 for you?
I don't know. I've just been counting the days. So, yours was how many?
412.
So I had 16 more days to me, and then that's how many I got. So, 428.
It's definitely a lifestyle now.
Totally is.
I think it became a lifestyle like 3 months in.
3 months is the part where we realize, holy crap, this is life-changing.
Mm-hmm.
But we can jump right into our numbers. Are you going first today?
I can go first today. So, I started January 1st, 2019, and I started at 293 pounds. Last time we recorded, I was at 206 pounds. Today, I'm at 206 pounds. So, it's still an 87-pound loss. However, Tuesday, which was, 5 days ago?
Yeah.
Tuesday, I was at 203. So, technically, I've lost 90 pounds. I just had a little fluctuation.
Yeah. It happens. It happens to us all.
Yeah.
A little fluctuation.
So, I think...
Body's still trying to figure stuff out.
So, blood pressure was 102/71. I actually did not have a headache today, which is why it's on the lower end.
Nice.
Glucose was 84, which is one of my lower ones, and ketones were 1.1.
Nice. So I'm sure everybody's going to want to know what you're eating there. It looks like you're eating some yogurt with
I am.
fork.
So, I see a lot of people talking about this Too Good yogurt. I've never been a yogurt person, ever. There's a weird tang to it that I'm just not fond of. And when Erilyn started keto, she decided she really wanted some yogurt. And so I told her about this because I'd seen other people. So she bought some. And she told us to go ahead and try it. So we tried, I think it was strawberry.
Strawberry, blueberry, vanilla, mixed berry.
Yeah. And the strawberry didn't have as much of a tang. So I was like, yeah, it's okay, but I'm not a huge fan of strawberry flavored stuff either. So I was like, yeah, whatever. Well, then I think the blueberry came up and I tried that. Didn't really care for that. There wasn't a whole lot of blueberry flavor. Tried the mixed berry, too much tang for me.
Yeah.
And then she brought home vanilla and I was like, oh, that's going to be terrible. I tried it. I was like, oh, hey, it's actually good. So Greg found this today, which is raspberry, which I'm always a fan of raspberry, and he does not like raspberry. And it doesn't have the tang, so I mixed in some...
As much tang. It still has the tang.
It's
still yogurt.
The raspberry overpowers it.
Yeah.
I mixed in, and this is what I've been doing with the vanilla too, the peanut butter macadamia from Lolly's, Lolly's Cookie Clusters. We don't have an affiliate with them, unfortunately.
We need to get one.
But if you check out Keto Mama or Aaron Does the Keto, they both have affiliates and they have discount codes, so that's what I use to order it.
Yeah.
And they have sales all the time too, and you can use those discount codes on top of the sale. So definitely check it out. Peanut butter macadamia is really good.
Yeah, it's really good, but it's super not cheap either. So
no,
sparingly.
it's like $15.
Yeah.
For this.
But yeah.
So.
But it's all nuts and stuff, guys. So.
Yeah, I'm going to play around and see if I can make this myself.
Number 2 ingredient is the macadamia nuts. So we all know how expensive those are.
Yep.
So as for me this week, I'm down a pound from last 2 weeks ago. So I'm at 243.4. Not my lowest, but as Stacy alluded, there's a lot of stress kind of going on in the last few months. Specifically, it was my work, and then of course with her and stuff going on there. So I'm back on the losing part again, so that's good because I've been kind of like teetering around this area, and your body's trying to figure all that stuff out. Ketones down a little bit low. They're only like 0.3 today. So I got a little test. I'll explain that one in a minute. My glucose was 89 though, so that's good. And my blood pressure is probably the lowest it's been in quite a while. I think it was like...
It was the last time we did a video.
Yeah, but it's even lower today. It was 116/66. So that bottom number seems like things are really stressing, kind of like... I can definitely tell on the other side of that huge stress thing. I decided that I wanted to do a test today to see, because oftentimes when you eat fat, you burn fat, right? And so oftentimes you'll get more ketone production as a result, but it doesn't happen like glucose. So glucose, you eat something and then you test your glucose in an hour and you should see a spike, right? With ketones, it takes about 4 hours for it to really start showing up. So I went ahead and tested mine, and I got 0.8, so 0.5 more after the 4 hours of eating. I had a bulletproof coffee with some butter and MCT oil. I also had a couple strips of bacon. That was like my breakfast this morning. I kind of jumped ahead with my numbers and stuff, but I started, as you know, 16 days before Stacy on December 15th of 2018, and I was in at 371. And as I mentioned, I'm at 243.4, I think I said. So that's a total loss of 129 pounds, 28 pounds, something like that, which is not my full lowest. I did hit that 130 mark. But I'm thinking in 2 weeks, I'll probably, now that things have kind of tapered off a little bit, I'll probably be getting into those 220 or 230s, probably within the next couple weeks.
I think that I'm actually going to hit Wonderland probably. I'm going to be conservative and say by the end of March.
By the end of March. Okay.
That'll be nice.
Yeah, that
Wonderland
nice.
for spring.
Yeah. Wonderland for spring.
Speaking of that, I did have a non-scale victory. If you don't follow us on social media, I'm going to stand up and show you.
Oh.
I bought a new pair of jeans at Kohl's.
What she has to pull
And
up.
these are up, well, they're 14, and they're still kind of...
Well, they're stretchy.
They are stretchy, but I was pretty happy with the sideways silhouette. I took a picture in the mirror yesterday because I was wearing these, and I was wearing a size large top from Old Navy, which I've talked about before. So it's kind of nice.
Yeah, it is nice. My Kzoo Keto shirt is an extra large instead of 2X.
This is the first time I've had button fly jeans since the 90s.
Nice. I want them back. And I actually went out and bought a couple extra large work shirts because
it was time.
It was time.
And when you're meeting with clients, you can't be looking like a frumpy dump.
Ah, it's true.
Yesterday was kind of a crazy day for me because I managed to pick up some hours with Instacart.
No, right, yeah.
I was gone for a good portion of the day doing that, and it was only 4 orders, but one of them was like 99 items, which I ended up not getting all 99 because 21 of those items were Faygo Red Pop 2 liters, and they only had 8. So I was kind of happy about that.
Does it hurt to shop for keto stuff, non-keto stuff?
You know what? I feel really bad because I get super judgmental. Like with all those 2 liters of soda, I was like, dude, what are you doing to your teeth?
Right.
I mean, that was my first thought, was like, your teeth, what are, your teeth?
Condoms and water are one thing, but when you're drinking a whole bunch of pop.
Hey, I mean, they're staying hydrated when they're doing condoms and water. So,
yeah.
But yeah, that type of stuff, it was like, it was a shit ton of 2 liters. What did I say? There were 18 that I ended up getting. And then I can't even tell you how many frozen meals. Like, Stouffer's frozen meals. And I was just like, oh, this is terrible. So yes, it's
a lot of judgy stuff going on with Stacy.
I hate to say it. Like, it's I don't know how to say it. It's internal. Like, I'm not like saying anything to people, obviously.
Right, of course.
Because to each their own. Everybody makes their own choices. You do what works for you, and if that's how you want to do it, then that's how you do it. But I have my little inside my head here. That's
a lot of going on inside that head.
Yeah, and I'm just like, oh man. And it's really more like I don't want to say something like to be mean to people, but I kind of want to say something and be like, there's a different way you could be living your life right now.
Well,
which goes to the whole keto evangelism thing that we've talked about in the past.
Yeah.
And so I just keep my mouth shut.
So if you guys don't know what Instacart is basically like a personal shopper. Like, you go online and you basically fill out these are the things you want, and then somebody basically goes and shops them for you and brings them to your door, and you pay a nominal fee to
It's like pizza delivery except for with groceries.
Right. So, very, very popular, especially here in America. I suspect it's probably popular. It's kind of like the whole, like, Uber, like, I think Ship is another one. DoorDash.
Is food delivery, like ordering food
Mr.
from
Delivery. No, there's a whole bunch of different stuff like that. But yeah. So this is for groceries.
Yep. It's fun, though. I like doing it because
she can do it when she wants to do it. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a way to supplement some money.
It is always fun to see what other people buy.
Yeah.
And it
That
helps
way
me
you can
find
judge
things.
them the whole time.
No, it helps me because I had a couple of shops at Aldi and I found a bunch of keto friendly things that I posted on our social media. I took pictures of them.
Yeah.
And now I want to do an Aldi haul.
Now we're going to do an Aldi haul.
Because I was blown away by the number of
They get a lot of changes.
things.
Yeah, they got a lot of changes at Aldi's.
And
So it's
Aldi's
always
a great place if you're, you know, if you're doing keto and you have to stick to a really tight budget. That's a great place to do it.
Yeah.
Going back to the stressors, that was before. Now we have the upcoming. So my weeks, even though I've dropped down to part-time, my weeks are still pretty full because I'm doing the kid stuff, picking the kids up from school, from their after-school activities and all that stuff. I've been doing, I know you guys have seen in the videos, I still have that, I don't know what this is called.
Hollowed elbow?
The thing on my arm.
The brace?
So I've been doing the occupational, the brace. The occupational therapy for that is twice a week that I have to do. Plus I have follow-up appointments with the doctor all the time. So I'm doing that. And yes, the channel stuff and the crafting stuff. And speaking of the crafting stuff, okay, so I came up with that business name, and I Googled it. If you're trying to come up with a business name, don't just Google it. Make sure you go to all the social media channels and make sure it's not taken. Because now I can't do that because there was one in every single one. So, after a lot of brainstorming with his help, lots of help actually from him because I really liked where he was going with it. I have a new business name, and I actually went through and claimed everything. So all the social media, and I claimed the YouTube and everything. So now it's based on my dad, who, you know, if you don't know, he passed away when I was 26 from a car accident. Let's see, Morgan's 14. So it's been 14 years. It'll be 15 years this year. So we're calling it D. Everett Designs because his first name started with a D, his middle name was Everett, and then of course Designs because Designs makes it sound a little more sophisticated, even though I'm not.
Yeah.
So D. Everett Designs, and still working on some things to get that up and going.
You're gonna make a YouTube channel though.
I did make the YouTube channel.
Okay.
I just haven't done anything with it other than make the channel.
Okay.
Same with all the social media. I haven't done anything other than claim it, basically.
Yeah, and you haven't worked on any videos or anything yet, so.
No videos yet.
Once that gets going, we can let you guys know. But you're gonna have stuff like making tumbler cups on it,
Yes.
and keychains and all kinds of other stuff. So.
All kinds of fun stuff. Dollar Tree finds, like making crafts out of Dollar Tree stuff.
So, cool. So we'll keep you updated on
It'll
that.
be fun.
What else you got?
And then we have some sad news.
Sad news? Oh yeah, about Randy. Yeah.
Well, I wasn't gonna go quite that sad yet, but
Oh.
Earth Fair,
Oh yes.
our store.
Yes.
Do you guys have an Earth Fair?
Just closing.
We're sorry if you do.
Where we got a lot of our grass-fed meat.
That's where I used to get all my lunch meat.
Yep.
We used to get Lily's there. That's where we found the Lily's peanut butter cups.
Yep.
They
We
sold
have another
moon
one,
cheese.
but it's not quite as. So I think it's going to fulfill everything except for the meat stuff, personally. And then maybe we'll look at using ButcherBox more. I think I do it like once every 3 months right now for ButcherBox, and we can probably do it, a little bit more frequently than that. It's just important to find that high quality meat. It's kind of important. So.
Yeah, so I'm really sad that they're closing because they always had a lot of cool stuff there.
Yeah, it was always interesting.
But
Yeah, my
they're
favorite
closing
pickles.
all
but
their stores.
My favorite pickles. I'm gonna find them. They'll be somewhere else.
So yeah, back to the busy week. It's more the weekend, I guess,
Yeah, you got
because
a concert on Saturday. You're going to. and-
I'm working a concert on Saturday. Garth Brooks, who I used to love in the '90s, and it's Garth Brooks. Who doesn't like Garth Brooks?
I don't like Garth Brooks. I'm not a big country guy.
Friday is going to be kind of a rough day. We haven't mentioned it previously, but my stepdad was diagnosed with bladder cancer at the end of December. I think. And they never really gave us an actual stage, but it went into the muscle, and reading online, stage 3 is when it goes into the muscle. But he has surgery on Friday to have both the bladder and prostate removed. And they think they should be able to get it all and not have to do, not have to do any chemo or...
Fingers crossed. Radiation.
Yeah.
You've also been listening to a book, right?
Yes, I have been listening to a book called Grain Brain. I can't remember who wrote it. Dr. Perlmutter or something like that.
One of the advantages of being able to no longer be on the phones at work, you can listen to a bunch of audiobooks.
I have been listening to a lot of audiobooks, actually. But yeah, that's the nonfiction one. I saw it at Earth Fair, actually. And it was on clearance, and I wanted to buy it, and then I was like, why? I'm not going to be able to sit down and have time to read it. I'm going to see if the library has it. So they did, and I got the audiobook from the library, and I've been listening to that, and it's interesting in the sense that it is kind of the science behind why grains are bad for us, and how it kind of came about. It kind of pulled in some of the stuff that we got from watching The Magic Pill.
And it was all about the corn industry changing, right? Because
yeah. And then I'm most of the way through it, actually. I'm probably a good 70% of the way through it, and it's starting to talk about ketogenic diets and stuff like that. And one of the things that I did notice is that he keeps mentioning his program or whatever.
Yeah, he's trying to sell stuff.
Alluding to his program later in the book, and it's like, can't you just write a book about...
Well, it's all about self-publicity stuff, right?
Write a book about the science. Write a book about why it works, what doesn't work, all that stuff. Don't sell your own thing.
Yeah, I think by making a book about something, you kind of have the obligation to yourself to sell your own thing, right? But as long as he's giving you the facts that talk through why it is the way it is, whether or not you choose to adapt it exactly to his program, it's totally...
Yeah, I mean, it's good information, and I haven't gotten to the point where he actually talks about his program, but it's just kind of annoying. So, I don't know, I just thought that was interesting, wondering if anybody else, have you read any books on keto or any books that are related to low carb or anything like that. If you got any recommendations, because I find that stuff interesting, as long as it's not too clinical.
Chikowitz's sleep book is clinical.
Like,
yeah,
he had one that he started listening to when we went to Nashville over the summer, and I just couldn't. I do have a new chaffle recipe.
Oh, yeah.
That we need to record.
I've been experimenting with some more bread options, so that's good.
Yep. And like I said, I want to learn how to make this. So if I learn how to make this, I will share it with you.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's great for doing like, because a lot of the pieces they come out chunky, but there's also a lot of broken pieces, so putting it in your yogurt is really awesome.
You did not just eat that.
Good.
I can't believe you just ate the last big chunk that was in there.
I didn't eat the last big chunk. There's no big one there.
I will say, don't eat very much of this at once, because it gave me some serious bloating issues when I did.
Nuts will do that, yeah.
But I think that's it for us.
That's it, guys.
Because I'm gonna go beat Greg up for eating more of my peanut butter macadamia granola.
Right.
So he needs to be taught a lesson.
I do. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for subscribing. And until next time.
Stay keto.
We'll see ya. You ever seen anybody eat some yogurt with a fork?